So how did I get introduced to Twitch? Twitch was always something that I wanted to do, but it started a long time ago. Hold up. We need our music. Twitch is always something that I wanted to do, but it started a long time ago where I was like, shit, I don't know, like 10, maybe 9. Long ago in a distant land. That's right. That's kind of how it was. I was, you know, we just gotten a computer, like a home computer that we were all using as a family, and I discovered that YouTube was a thing. People were researching like music videos and whatnot, but I wanted to watch video games that I didn't have because I watched G4. Yeah, Young Austin found the internet. I found the TV show G4, or the TV network G4, and I watched X-Play. X-Play introduced me to all these new games. Chris is dead. What's up, my dude? It's been a while. I believe, my dude, what's good? And I saw all these games coming out, but you know, we couldn't afford every game or every console right when it came out or any of that type of stuff. My parents did amazing though, honestly. They were PogChamp. So, oh, aim gods? Okay. my B. And the thing is like, so I saw those. Maybe this music's too sad. It's not that bad. So, anyways, I was very, you know, engaged with looking at these new games. So I went to YouTube and I started looking up playthroughs. I found this guy named Cloud8745. He is by far the YouTuber that started it all for me. He was one of the first Let's Players on YouTube where he played this game called I Want to Be the Guy. And he was so out there because most of the stuff that you saw in those days was just like gameplay trailers and, you know, demos and whatnot like that. No commentary. This guy actually commentated playing on the computer, playing this game. Yeah, Rad Brad. He was another one that I watched, which came a little bit later. But this guy, Cloud8745, he played I Want to Be the Guy. I watched his playthrough. I loved it. And I was like, oh my God, this is it, you know? This is amazing. And so after realizing that he was very insecure, you know, yeah, he makes great content. Brad. Cloud did too at that time. And he was very insecure, so he stopped uploading to YouTube. He stopped. I found another person to watch. Two of them. One was named Dark Side Phil, which is known as the King of Hate. A lot of people fucking just can't even, you know. Yeah, that's essentially what I thought. I can do that. Hold up. I thought I can do that. You know, this is what I want to do with my life. You know, it was always stuck there in the back of my head. And so I watched, you watched the Spider-Man PS5 playlist? But yeah, I was a big fan of Dark Side Phil. I fucking watched that dude almost religiously every fucking day, you know. Back when he first started streaming Dead Space, Scary as Hell, all of that type of stuff. I watched him, and I loved the content. I became in love with horror games, and I also became more competitive with FPSs. I got introduced to Halo at a younger age, right around when it first came out, and the Xbox 360 was a big thing. And so I found when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I started watching this channel called Next Gen Tactics, and Guns for Hire was single-handedly one of the most inspirational guys with this type of teaching gameplay type thing, and that's what I was like so interested in. I loved watching his videos and these Let's Players go through these games. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do it too. First ever video I ever made was, I was like, you know, 11 or 12 at the time, and I'm 24 now, to give perspective, right? I put this fucking cam in the corner of the room. obviously my parents didn't fucking even know of such a thing. They just knew I spent a lot of time doing it, like watching this stuff. And I put this camera in the corner of the screen, like room, because DSP, he used to film his gameplay with a video camera pointed at the screen before OBS, before Elgato, before all that type of stuff. I tried to mimic that, and I put a camcorder in the room, and I realized that when I was doing this, I tried, you know, doing it, like, I was nervous as fuck. I didn't, like, I was too young. I got frustrated. I didn't enjoy the way things came out. I wanted the best quality, the best, you know, I was such a perfectionist, and I couldn't communicate to my parents that this is what I wanted to do with my life, because, you know, I saw my dad go through this entire thing of working his entire life and struggling and going through that, and they motivated me to, you know, get the education, and, you know, that helped influence my decisions. And so I put off streaming all that stuff for forever. All right, forever, literally. I was in college, and then during college, that's when I realized, you know, I should give it a shot, you know? And so I started making more YouTube videos, and I was so heavily inspired because through that time I had been watching Markiplier, PewDiePie. Obviously PewDiePie came way before Markiplier, but then I discovered Markiplier, and I wanted to make content like him. So you can watch my very early YouTube videos on my channel of Danganronpa, and you can kind of see that same format, but, you know, very scuff or dramatic music. Hold up. And so I wanted to replicate that. I wanted to make it, you know, special, and you know, I mean, you know how everyone goes in, they go with the expectations that I'm the most special person, right before reality kind of comes in, and nah. And of course, as a direct result of me being impatient and not acting on these impulses, time gets in front of you, and then, you know, the mountain becomes harder and harder to climb the longer you put it off. And so I get the education. Okay, fine. All right. I get the education. I graduated as a chemical engineer from the University of Tennessee at Knoxville, and I felt accomplished, you know, but in my heart, I just was like, at the end of it, I was like, fuck this shit. I'm so done with, you know, pushing myself in a direction that I don't want to actually pursue or be in, you know. And by this time, I had been with my now wife for 8 years. You know, within a year out of college, I got a child on the way, and these responsibilities started stacking up. So I got a job. Job didn't work out well. I got hurt within 3 months. They fired me. Shortly after that, shit just started fucking breaking down, like everything. I don't know why I'm going this way, but during that, you know, first initial time in college, when I was a sophomore, I made those YouTube videos. I tried giving it a shot. Didn't work out well. I stopped, and I tried moving on. End of college, I started streaming, you know. I started getting into streaming, and I watched speedrunners, Fire Dragon, and people on Twitch, and I found Shroud, which really inspired me to, you know, do streaming as a whole. And then I found Lyric, and all of these channels kind of surmounted towards, you know, what I wanted to include in my type of, you know, stream. And so I've been taking elements of those, and then I've, you know, like everyone else, mainstream things kind of hit us, and we lose track of what's going on. But I got the job, things didn't work out, got fired, shit went bad. Like 6 months later, I get another job, spend 10 months there, realized I'm fucking just hating this shit. You know, all right, I'm fucking hating this shit. I want to fucking, you know, I can't do it anymore. You know, I can't keep doing this. And I saw the opportunity with, you know, COVID, and I say opportunity, but my dad got sick, you know, and I really needed to step up with responsibilities that way. And I saw it as an opportunity to give my dream a full shot, you know, because my job had essentially cut my pay without negotiating, and it fucking sucked, you know. So I saw the opportunity to take time away from work, figure out, give it a solid try, and that's kind of what this idle time is now, you know. And so my introduction to Twitch was when I think it was when DSP tried streaming the first time, right? I was like, oh, what is this? You know, and then I discovered Twitch, discovered Shroud. Obviously, Shroud was a god. And then after discovering PUBG and whatnot, you know, I watched PewDiePie streams on YouTube. And then Twitch just became like an integral part of my day-to-day, from the live streams and all of it, you know, and so I just incorporated all of that into what I was doing. But yeah, there you go. Story time. That is a wrap.